Welcome to part 56. And what else could this old woman have seen? Oh,
She's not old, come on.
yeah,
One can only imagine.
come on,
She
Edward.
doesn't even look that old.
Yeah.
Remind me again, Jovah, how old is she according to the court
49
records?
or
48.
48.
Well, that's not
I saw the
old.
order around
Exactly.
11
She's younger than my mother.
And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate.
Well, we said deported.
Like, seriously, Edward, are you ageist?
There, I saw tracks. Tracks indicated the snowmobile had been used. That's right, I remember it was not covered anymore. So.
Mm-hmm.
It takes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less when pipe using one of those.
That is one thing I love about Ace Attorney are those subtle visual things.
Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle Lever and came back but it was knocked out.
Maybe.
Iris could have done that. She can ride on a snowmobile after all. She can.
Yep,
That
she
big
can.
body of her. She's tiny as fuck. How she can do that?
Doesn't matter how big you are, just how good you can ride.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Yeah, I don't know, Tia. That's kind of like saying fat people can't play piano.
Well, I don't mean this in a sense of well, it's kind of different waves. It's not a question of talent. It's more like I mean, a thin person does not have maybe the muscle structure to press the fucking pedal.
It's a matter of having the right stance in this case. Anyway.
And others is just made me imagine, like, that's the adult version of a movie like Cats Don't Dance. Fat people don't play piano.
It's like plumbers don't wear ties all over it.
Basically,
Anyway.
go ahead. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
so here's the photo of the
Snowmobile,
snowmobile.
I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting fear.
Oh, you're always getting a charge. I can do my Von Karma voice. The tracks begin in front of Hasakura Temple.
Basically, there's this animated movie. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Run
about
all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Doug talk about it, I know.
We can commentate on it some other day.
It's boring. Moving on.
It's okay.
It's
That
Bobsy.
solves your pesculator problem, there.
No, I don't think so.
If it does, then that means we're lost.
The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly.
Making it the perfect place to dispose the murder weapon.
I like how Dwarves is always so excited to do this voice.
I always love doing my stereotypical German voice.
To be extremely racist.
Well,
And the thing is, she doesn't even have a German accent in canon.
Well, she's German, so it's...
Mr. Edgeworth.
No, she
Yeah,
lived in Germany. She's American.
no. I think she is German, but...
She was born in Germany, but she lived most of her life in America. That's basically it.
Hold it! Well, actually, didn't she live most of her life in Germany since they said that she got her lawyer license in Germany?
She did, but she was educated also to Jap America, basically.
I mentioned it because, I mean, when you hear objections and stuff,
Because I have a
it
strong
sounds
sense
more
of
American.
responsibility.
True.
Especially at this time of the year.
By the way, a lot of talk is that if she does come back in the 3DS trilogy, she'll be voiced by Laura Bailey.
The Acolyte was being dull.
That'd be, I'd,
very
yep.
well take it easy in the bath at night all night, could I? So at 11,
Well, she
I
was-
decided it was the correct tempo.
Well, she wished she could bring forth her C. Catherine voice.
Anyway.
No,
Jovah.
it's like, I approve of this, is what I'm saying.
Jovah, remind me, didn't, what was Troy Baker's character in the 5th game?
Simon Blackwell.
Sound like
Did Troy Baker do any
Because
new
of
stuff
course
at
it
Blackwell in
was.
Spirit of Justice?
Yes, he was Simon Blackwell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought by the 6th game they'd have got discount Troy Baker.
They did! Matthew Mercer plays the new prosecutor in that game.
I meant for the actual Blackwell character.
Nah.
Did they just reuse the voice clips from the 5th game?
He does have some new voice lines, but anyway, let's get back to the game, shall we?
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
Sarah, could you try and do like a German accent?
But it's not even that in canon, and to be fair, like the guys have said, well, she is... Okay, she's German-American, so it makes sense she has an American accent.
Besides, she was just fine up until now, come on.
Yeah, let's leave it be, Dwibs.
It's just a joke.
Not only do I always carry my phone,
But she always
carries
brings her
on.
whip.
Anyway, I was really scared and it was taking me a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
And no, I do not take selfies.
Someone familiar.
I'll admit
I
this
can't
is...
imagine Von Karma being a selfie-taking kind of person.
I'll admit this is one of the tougher cross-examinations.
Well, Shiva, maybe after he killed.
Hold it! As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
There,
Hey, what was that, Pedro?
that's it, that's the only one we have. Go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, Shiva, maybe when he killed Gregory Edgeworth, he took a selfie of it and hashtag murder.
But he didn't have a cell phone back then. Remember, Pedro, that was way back in the year 2001.
When
True.
people used to like take selfies in mirrors because you couldn't do it any other way.
Yeah, there were starting to get a bit more complicated cell phones, but not that much.
Anyway, I'm not really sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question. Was it still warm at that time?
What do you mean? What's the repetition?
Pedro?
Sorry. What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
Ask me what do you mean?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here.
Tarzan again.
It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine.
Jovah, you didn't tell me Tarzan directed this game.
If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Oh, actually, that's easy. Let's see if there was a cat on top of it. I see. I never thought of that. Actually, that's true.
That's
Shiro.
right. Oh, well,
Stray cats in cold ambient tend to ride off of recently used cars.
Also, I still can't believe that the same guy who made the cell made Mirror Mirror.
And answer the question, please, witness.
Oh, I don't often go around touching hot engines.
It's a good thing you have common sense, I guess.
However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Oh, duh.
Okay, then. Snow?
Yes, for some reason only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
And remember, when we first saw it, it was covered with snow when we saw it through Phoenix's eyes.
Yeah, we know. Although Edgeworth doesn't know, and I guess all the others.
It's entirely likely that. So,
How long does it take to get to Dusty Bridge by snowmobile?
Didn't she just say that? Oh, it's the next line. Okay.
Yeah. I like how they flow into that.
Yeah, it's always been a nice touch ever since the first game, pretty much.
Hold it! In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
And there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place, eh?
It was about a month ago.
Uh-oh.
Cue flashback.
I was riding my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when it went and crashed into a tree.
Ow.
That tree.
The tree and my backbone went crunch, just that crunch.
Oh.
Crunch.
It's not
No,
time to be the
Jovah, there's no
judge.
time for eating.
I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then.
And now you know why her back is like that.
Anyway, the killer must have used it.
A snowmobile accident.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Hold it! Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile.
I have to concede, that is more than enough time.
Is that all you want to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Hold on.
Won't give her the satisfaction that easily.
That ego's already big enough.
Hold it! While it may have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Sudden diving into German accents for some reason.
Oh, and what does mystery element be?
Oh, it's simple, Mr. Dweebs. We can blame that on the peanut gallery, actually. The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
For the lulz?
For the
Yeah.
lols.
Yeah.
So many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Eh? Ah!
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
But I'm not here to think, that's your job.
But it's your job to pass judgment, so shouldn't you be thinking?
Judge?
But that's my brother usually just waits until people figure it out and then he just says guilty or not guilty.
Your brother may always get the right verdicts, but even still, his example may not be the best to follow.
Whatever the reason.
But he's my
that
hero,
means
eh?
The defendant could have done this.
Yes, he's a hero to us all. He's like Judge Wagner.
The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
Crud.
Score!
Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon?
I don't know, the killer was feeling random.
Luckily,
Like, that's what I would say.
luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony, which should help me get out of this. Now, all I have to do is stop poking holes in this flawed account. Now, let's see if I can just find the right statement. Now, this one's a bit tricky. You have to pay attention to the evidence.
Yeah.
Objection! I admit, this photograph proves something. It
You really need
proves
colour photos in
that the
this series.
snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
Fortunately, it was by bias attorney 5, we do make that jump.
Yeah, cool.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems.
However, sorry, DS limitations, I'm guessing. No, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we could have had colored pictures.
But
Actually, I think
everything else is perfectly in color.
Fair point.
Apollo Justice had picturized, colorized evidence photos, and that's on the DS.
Oh, yeah. And actually, now that I think about it, even the original trilogy has occasionally had colorized photos. Like the one that Franziska showed in the second case of Justice for All.
And in Spirit of Justice, we have videos, kind of.
Anyway, the point of Edward is that in the photo there's only one set of tracks when obviously there should have been two.
Well, we also had videos in Ace Attorney 1.
You're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Not to be confused with Phoenix Wright.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
And that is...
On the night of the murder, it was snowing.
Yes, we already established that.
The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall.
Basically, the contradiction is like there's only one set of tracks, but Francis is suggesting that the first set was erased by the
fucking
snow.
hell.
Proves your previous contradiction now, doesn't it?
What was that, Pedro?
I see. Well, no, it's just that I now see what she's going to. Leaving just the return tracks, and it's not exactly what Judge
Not
said.
really, because if it was snowing, all the tracks should have been covered.
Well, apparently it stopped snowing at some point, which means that it wouldn't have been removed. Is there a
Also,
flaw in her
Francisca,
theory?
that was a question.
Oh, there you go, too. There's your question.
The
do you think?
idea
Is there
that
a
the
flaw in our theory?
snowfall covered one set of tracks.
Well, there is. I mean, that's what I said.
Well, sometimes you
The
do have to
upper
go
track
with...
was below a
even,
roof of
even
some
if
sort.
even if it's not true, at least question it.
That's what we're going to do. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Dun 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 dun.
Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but the word impossible is German. It's not French, but it is German.
Would you care to explain? Why there is a root index finger currently pointing in my general direction?
There's Whip Girl.
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
What does the evidence talk now? I'm just going insane.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from.
Well, to be
That's-
fair, Dwibs, Polly was in the evidence.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's an animal though. Imagine if like the knife started talking.
Maybe someday.
Or so claims Miss Von Karma.
Well, if
Hey.
if Yamazaki puts himself on drugs for the 7th game, then maybe.
Honestly, Dubs, I'm honestly very convinced that before both Takumi and Yamazaki, when they start writing one of these games, they intentionally get themselves high. It's all part of the writing process.
Yeah.
They had to be high to come up with this concept for a series in general.
And remember, guys, before Ace Attorney, Shutakumi was on Dino Crisis. Take that! Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
I wonder what Yamazaki was doing before Ace Attorney.
Oh.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Well, actually, Dubs, he's been he's been in this Attorney series since because he was in charge of the DS remakes of the original trilogy. But before that, was he one of the? Was he in a lower role in the original GBA games, Jovah?
I don't know, anyway. On the note of this data, it is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. I check it now, but this is actually an important part.
Can you just tell me the name of the guy, Jovah?
Takeshi Yamazaki.
Yamazaki.
Okay.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50.
Dun dun dun.
Which means the first set could be covered, but the second half, well... Huh. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling.
Ah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Snow and lightning.
No.
It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Thank you, Snow.
Order, eh? Very well then. It looks
Sorry.
like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in, eh?
Oh,
Eh?
yeah.
Ah.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. That poor desk.
The judge is so punny.
Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things.
Yeah, it's not like the weather would have an important part to play in that case or anything.
I mean, it's not like you're British.
No, I'm not.
That's a then.
I have a mid-Atlantic accent, not a British one.
When is a weather report ever correct? I know, right?
True.
I know, yeah.
I mean, seriously, I remember one time, I was on holiday.
I get it all wrong.
Sunny all day, and it poured it down.
This isn't the
I know, right?
forecast. This is actual data. Ah!
Forecast data. Well, weather reports have some inaccuracy.
Well, forecast does, but I mean, I'm pretty sure people can tell what kind of weather was after the fact.
It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
I see, she wants to play that game, eh?
You're really grasping at straws right now.
Wait, what? How did she pull that off?
I don't know.
Splendor.
I'm basically what happened was, even though Edger just proved that it stopped snowing at 10:30, she's saying, "Oh, but weather reports are never accurate."
Well, she said that they can have inaccuracies. I
Yeah,
found the
and-
spot.
and-
There's no
and let me
turning
remi-
back now.
And let me remind you too, this is what reports for after the fact. It's not a prediction. It's literally report after it happened. So definitely accurate. She's grasping at straws so hard right now.
You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist. Oh yeah, you'll want the frickin' talk, aren't you?
Anyway, Jovah, I checked also the only other work Yamazaki is listed off is was helping making the vanilla version of Street Fighter 4.
Huh. So Ace Attorney's pretty much been his life's blood. Nice.
Where is there evidence that it already stopped snowing when the
Badge.
victim was killed, eh?
Oh,
Badge.
you'll see.
The badge?
Your Honor, just look at the fucking data that you just mentioned. That's the evidence, you moron.
Jovah, please tell me in the 6th game the badge you can actually use as evidence.
Yes. Well, you always can. Well, you always can use the badge as evidence, if you please.
This doesn't beat the whole prove everything that everybody already knows thing, but damn.
Whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is.
Perfectly possible. bitch.
Incredibly easy. Ah, here's a familiar feeling. But suspensing playing in my favor. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene.
True, there's no snowing in the crime photo.
Not only that, the body
There's
isn't
no
even
snowing on
covered
the
by
body
the
either.
snow. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, except
The body.
with just one exception.
Yeah, I can just imagine when Nora Yukio Dairy remixed this one for Ace Attorney 5, I can just imagine just playing the same key on the keyboard multiple times.
Well, he added in a cool wind sound effect for the remix.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise!
You
Dude,
yourself knew that this argument was bull crap, honey.
Yeah, but like,
Admit it.
all she wants is to basically ruin Edgeworth, and it's not gonna happen.
why is there no snow on top of the body? The answer is simple.
Okay, what is it?
It had stopped snowing when she was killed! That's why.
What, is he the secret to snow or something?
Yes.
So basically, so the reason why we haven't been getting any snow for a while is because she died.
In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Okay, Bon Karma, can you, now that you're done, hopefully done wasting our time with objections that you yourself know are bullshit, can you actually point an actual flaw in my logic this time?
Just, what are you suggesting, Miles
Do I have to spell it out for you?
To be honest, I'm
Come on,
not
Pedro,
entirely
you know
sure
how
myself.
the bitch is at this point.
This is simply what all the facts point to.
She needs to lighten up.
Shame, because Godo actually surprisingly doesn't do that. I mean, yeah, a lot of times he says prove it or that not, but he doesn't Star Grasp, I'll give him that. Anyway, from the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. Why do I feel like Why do I feel like I've heard that name before, Dusky Bridge? At that time, it was still snowing. Oh yes, that's right again. This trial was my punishment for my trial against Mia Fey.
Of course it was, because those tracks were gone.
Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. I think you can guess where we're going from here.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Well,
No.
if it helps my
No.
case, sure.
Everyone turns to her. No. This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
I love how it's the witness who calls it out for sounding fishy for once.
What does, sister?
No,
I went
you'll
fishing,
give her.
I went fishing while the crime was happening.
No, don't do it, sister. She's gonna blow your. She's gonna blow what you're about to say out of proportion and use it as a weapon. Don't.
That's the Von Karma way! Only one key to the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it.
Okay.
The key was found in her room after the murder.
That is kind of decisive.
Wait, you're saying a person was the key?
Which can only mean that night.
It was the key.
The key to all this.
It's.
There's no
Boss,
means to
she's
do
the
it
key.
in temple.
She's the key to all this. Am I too late?
Yes. Yeah, too early. But Iris said she never went there.
The iris says a lot of things.
And she has how many Cyclocks so far? Alright, 7. I should probably press on this point more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can cross the suspension bridge, obviously. So she must have left it on the Asakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
You know, who the hell thought it was a good idea to build the inner temple right on the other side of the fucking river?
The
That's
ancient,
incredibly inconvenient.
the ancient monks. Solitary place as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Asakura Temple,
Well, build it on top of a mountain.
I didn't
I mean-
see anything near Dusky Bridge.
Well-
Maybe that's also what it is.
Yeah,
A
it's
mountain.
literally a mountain in the middle, isolated perfectly.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Trust me, Paige, there are a lot of weird cultures and way things
But
go. We
when
don't
I
have to
made it back
understand them all.
Asakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean.
Oh.
It was there.
I know what I saw, it was covered in snow too.
Okay, this is getting weird. But that isn't possible! That messes with my logic!
Order! Order in the court! What does this all mean, eh?
So, then what was the snowmobile used
Let
for?
me guess, so Larry stole the keys and used it for some weird shit.
It was
No, wait, I got it. It's like
taken by the
that. It's like
defendant.
that. It's like that Simpsons episode where the school snowed in, but instead of using the snowplows to move the snow, Mr. Burns used them for that football game.
Then again, if it was there, it would have probably crashed it on somewhere, so no.
Furthermore, it wasn't
he wanted
used
to
by the
take it
killer
for
to
a-
dispose
for
of
a
the
joyride
murder
or some
weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. So if it wasn't used by Iris to get to the inner temple, or used to hide the murder weapon, what in the flipping hell was it used for? All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile would cause so much trouble. And again, I should probably know at this point that just a little bit of evidence can open up a whole myriad of questions.
I think around at this point due to the witness.
Oh! Whoa.
So-
Yes, I have nothing more to add.
Well, look at that, guys. A witness who doesn't just conveniently remember stuff to continue.
I told you everything that I know.
You did your best, Bikini.
Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. Eh?
We are at an impasse.
Which means, of course, we need to summon another witness. If only there was someone. A witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
Is it Larry? Is it Larry?
A witness, huh? Maybe Gumshoe.
I doubt
Was
it.
there no one out, walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
Well,
Oh.
okay. To be
I
fair,
don't think that's likely. Yes, please listen to Bikini. It was cool enough to freeze your ears off.
true.
Only an idiot will go out wandering.
An idiot. Who do you think? Who do you
Unless
think
it's
it's charged
something
up
really
the
important to
house?
do.
That's a shame. Oh well.
Wait,
In that
hold
case, I guess
on.
I have to put
Hold
Iris as
on.
guilty of charge.
Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night.
Shall I just declare Iris guilty?
Your Honor!
Bam!
A moment!
Like, even if she's not guilty of this, can we just burn her anyway?
I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us.
She's like the worst person.
Really? Eh?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
Shame Phoenix Wright's out of commission. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But
Judge.
there are two things about him that do come to mind.
He's an idiot and he was there at night.
Okay.
Which are?
God
Hey.
help me. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
Oh no, it is Larry.
Yes, exactly. Well, she returned not a lot of other
I know.
The only other
But
option would
a part
possibly...
of me still hopes.
Well, sure, the only other option we would have would probably be, I guess, Phoenix Wright, but he's not exactly in the testifying state.
And as
of-
we know, he hasn't saw anything particular.
In other words, he
that-
is our
that-
kind of idiot.
That and he doesn't have a testimony. A witness right.
Well, Pedro, Phoenix does have a witness right. Did you forget the entire first case?
Well, but
Take
that was
that.
younger Phoenix though.
Well, they could make a witness right for him if they
What
wanted
the
to.
hell is that?
That's the Jean-Luc Deladoc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim Elise Dunham.
Our student? Interesting, eh? Why was he wandering on the night of the murder?
Okay,
Is he an idiot or something?
that's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I can even call him. So I'm going to have to do the one thing I never thought I would have to do.
You're gonna have to bluff out of your ass, yeah.
He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him like that origami. How dare he remind me of that origami? I mean, he's an artist.
It would move him.
Although I
down-
cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
It would move him west so he could find something else that would move him.
It would move him off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man.
A lot of people seem to ship Francisco with Larry for some reason.
I don't understand.
Those people can die.
Well, I think it's because of the line Maya gave in the first game, how Larry Butts
Well-
needs a woman to whip him into shape.
Oh god.
They,
Well, yeah, I
those
mean-
people need to die. Shiro 2017.
Yeah.
Well, there are worse ships in this fandom, so.
Summon the
True.
chief right now, immediately, eh?
Wow.
I have no choice, do I?
Sweetie,
No
where do you
way.
think you are?
Oh, come on. How can you tell he's that bad just by looking at him? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Larry, get over here!
Summoning.
And then he jumps Emir
like-
style into.
You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. I'm going to break those 5 Cyclops in court!
In the next part.
I still got a bit.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break.
Coffee time!
Yay!
Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness, eh?
Extra rare.
Actually, considering he's the judge, he's Canadian, he should probably submit something like pancakes with maple syrup.
Understood, Your Honor. And bacon.
True.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess, eh?
Now let's get this going. To be continued.
I really don't know where this is going on.
Well, for the,
It's going down the drain. That's.
are you ready, guys? Because we're about to get things going even crazier in the next part of this trial.
Things are about to get loopy. Go ahead. See you, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, while I read